We're still bombing boats. Oh, wait. Actually, what do we have over on this side of things? This is more bombing boats. That's more bombing boats. This is all about bombing boats. Yeah, so we're bombing boats. They are... Yeah, let's just watch our...
Boats and hoes.
Yeah, let's watch these hoes bomb a boat. Let's do that. Once again, this is from Venezuela. It's, it's definitely a drug boat, because they said so. And it's in international waters. And we're not currently at war with anyone, I don't think.
Officially, no.
We do have an authorization for use of force in the Middle East because we'll never turn that off. Not until they're all dead. But,
if the Middle East is the entire Earth.
Yeah, that's sort of Western Middle East. It's like a Southwest Middle East. So anyway, here's, we got this thing on. I guess there's probably no audio. But he goes, "Hello, I love the boats. Here I am." Oh. And they blew up.
They just got to it on flames.
I know, it's like, it gets all spotty and weird. I do not like this. I think at some point, this one, maybe it's a different. Oh, there it is. Look at all those packages. It's weird how it cuts to it like that. Isn't it weird how it just kind of cuts to all those packages? You go, hey, we're doing all right. It's like,
they're all collected together after an explosion?
I mean, I think with enough time, a lot of them would group together. I mean, that's, but then they'd move apart. All right.
Place the packages in the water.
I know. But you see those, like, reels where people, like, go up, come upon some floating Colombian fish. And you go, well, that seems like a good day on the water. About to get a lot better. All right, so that was another boat. That was full of drugs. What does this guy say? This vessel, this is Hegseth, says, this vessel was known by our intelligence to be involved in illicit narcotic smuggling. It was transiting along a known narco-trafficking route. Real quick, I'm pretty sure you call that, like, shipping channels.
Right.
I mean, they're coming from Venezuela to America by way of like the Bahamas or something. Pretty sure they're just trying to make it in like a direct, fast way. That's what I would guess. Just being on a boat. You go, well, I know we gotta go that way for a long time. You go, all right, well, don't get too far off the coast, but yeah, let's go. So yeah, a known. It's the water. It's the water.
What's the unknown route?
Well, we don't know that. I guess the unknown route's when they use the submarines. All right, so it's carrying quote-unquote narcotics. 3 male narco-terrorists were aboard the vessel during the strike, which was conducted in international waters. All 3 terrorists were killed, and no U.S. forces were harmed. If U.S. forces got harmed in this weird... this missile strike from what? I don't know. Like, I mean, if somebody got hurt in this on our side, just hitting a button on the keyboard, that would be embarrassing.
A hangnail.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, I was like, well, we did have one injury. Give him a Purple Heart. These strikes will continue day after day. These are not simply drug runners. They are narco-terrorists bringing death and destruction to our cities. These DTOs, designated terrorist organization, are the quote-unquote Al-Qaeda of our hemisphere. There's nothing backing that up. And will not escape justice. We will find them and kill them until the threat of the American people is extinguished. There is nothing backing up. So, let's say that this is Trinidad, right? And you say, all right, well, they're a vicious gang. Okay. And they do gang activity. And a lot of it's financed by selling drogas. You go, okay, I believe you. You go, all right. And what they do is they try and figure out ways to get drugs to America because it's a huge market. Because America, we love drugs. You go, okay, I believe that. They go, and sometimes They like to control the retail end of it. Maybe they start running, especially in areas that already have a Hispanic population. Maybe they try and interject themselves in there and, kind of have their own retail stops that they set up. You go, okay, I believe that too. And then they plan 9/11. Oh, hold on. That's a stretch.
What do you think Al Qaeda say? Like, that's not us.
Like, hey,
Bunch of amateurs on a boat.
it's like, come on. Like, we strap the bombs to us. Like, we go, hey, you want some drugs? And when you come over, I would like, we blow up. I'm saying, that's what I would do if I was Al Qaeda. If I was a suicide bomber, you got to attract your people over. Okay, these are all the same things. All right, so that was that. Let's hear what old Trumpy Poo and Ruby Poo have to say about this. So they're being asked about it, and wherever they are in the White House here. Let's see. Trump is looking so serious.
Legal authority if they do come.
Yes, we do. We have legal authority, right? We're allowed to do that. And if we do by land, we may go back to Congress. But we have, this is a national security.
Real quick. We can do that. It's like, is this legal for you to do? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just say it. It doesn't matter.
I'm sorry. I didn't know I couldn't do that.
Dave.
Security problem. They killed 300,000 people last year. Drugs. These drugs coming in.
Drugs.
They killed 300,000
In general,
Americans
drugs.
last year. And that gives you legal authority. We have a national security
It gives you legal authority to missile strike boats in the water because drugs killed people.
This is wild.
I know it's stretching believability. Hey, hold on. So people are overdosing on heroin. So then what? We get to take
Their fault.
Yeah, we go, well, going back to Afghanistan. All right. And he goes, yeah, no, we can do it. And he goes, oh, yeah, if we have to go by land, we might go and talk to Congress. Yeah, we'll get back into that.
Really, I will have a national security. I will say this. When you look at the people we're dealing with, and we know them, we know the people coming in, we know the boats, we know everything else. We're allowed to do it. It's in
It's Pablo. We know who it is. It's Pablo.
international waters. If we don't do it, we're going to lose hundreds of thousands of people. Now, they'll be coming in by land a little bit more because they're not coming in by boat anymore. There are no boats in the water. There are no more boats. We know the boat almost immediately.
We got rid of all the boats.
No more boats. Campaign promise kept. I don't like boats. I don't like the water. No boats. Some poor guy is out there like, today I'm going fishing. I brought a couple of coconuts. No boats.
It's pretty unusual when you see somebody with a fishing rod and 5 engines on the back of the boat. You don't need that to go fishing. Wait.
This guy's never been to Crystal River, clearly. Like, do you need it? No. Do you see it all the time? Yeah. Yeah, people like big boats. Normally it's guys that have the skin pulled real tight. They've done well in their life, and now they want to bring girls out 20 years younger than they are while they're supplementing their testosterone. And they go, hey, man, this is it. I've worked all my life, got rid of the first couple of wives, and, we'll just see what happens. Look at all these engines on these boats. And I got my fishing poles, too, from bros. That's what I do, just bros and hoes. Just living life. That's what you can do with a successful dental practice, Charlie. Listen, I do dental implants. On the weekends, I like to unwind with some babes, brews, and bros with my fishing poles out on the river. All right, anyway, sorry.
Wait. And we will hit them very hard when they come in by land. and they haven't experienced that yet, but now we're totally prepared to
land?
do that. We'll probably go back to
Unclear.
Our land?
They come
They're coming in by land that would be on our land.
at some point.
But
You
we're
think?
gonna hit them hard on our own land.
We'll get back to it.
Congress and explain exactly what we're doing when we come to the land. We don't have to do that, but I think, Marco, I'd like to do that. You may respond to that.
Hold on. Wait. Real quick. It's like, we'll go to Congress when it's time to do that. Oh, but we don't have to. But I want to do it. I want to do it. I want to do it. I know you were saying we don't need to, Marco, but call me crazy. Let's talk to Congress.
I mean, the question is, bottom line, these are drug boats. If people want to stop seeing drug boats blow up, stop sending drugs to the United States.
But does it matter?
Whoa!
Well, these are all in international waters. The boat.
Do a strike in the United States, or if North
Well, that's a different matter. Now you're talking about a law enforcement matter. In this particular case, there are people traveling on international waters headed towards the United States with hostilities in mind, which includes flooding our country with dangerous, deadly drugs. And they're going to be stopped. And that's what's happening.
What about the people that want the drugs? Are they? I mean, technically, yeah, they're being endangered, but it's hard to call them a victim.
I'm just baffled by all of this.
All right.
And in the case last week, you saw there was a submarine. It was a submarine. It was a submersible. That's a drug boat all the way through. We know what these boats are. The president just said it. We tracked them from the very beginning. We know who's on them, who they are, where they're coming from, what they have on them. If you're running drug boats, you're in grave danger.
And drug usage is way down, and drug usage coming from the sea, they call
Oh no, yeah, we're about to get to some good stuff here. Drug usage down. I'd like to see any numbers on that. Any numbers. I don't believe. It's one thing if you want to say drug usage is down compared to, I don't know, peak opioid crisis. I go, okay, yeah, I think I can see that. Especially when you consider marijuana being like largely legal now, so that doesn't count towards drug usage. All right, since January though, I don't know. I don't think we have any numbers on that. Anyway, Donnie's about to tell us about. He's a sober guy. He doesn't do the drugs or do the drinking, but he knows a little bit about some of the slang. Here we go.
it ocean drugs, a little term that they use. The ocean drugs is very close to non-existent right now.
The ocean.
I wouldn't want to be in one of those boats heading away. They're driving happily to destroy the lives of people, and they end up. That's the end of them. So the ocean drugs and the sea drugs, drugs by sea they call it also. That's almost down to nothing, as you can imagine. So they continue to come in by land at a little bit less because they see something is going to happen. They don't like it. They see something, and they're right. Something very serious is going to happen. The equivalent of what's happening by sea. And we're going to Congress just to tell them what we're doing, just to keep them informed. But we have to do it for national security. We have to do it to save lives.
Okay. Whew. Ocean drugs, sea drugs, drugs by sea. Who doesn't every now and then like to partake in ocean drugs? Sebastian from The Little Mermaid. I think he was on ocean drugs by the sea. Drugs by the sea. Justin Amash, for what it's worth, does point out that the Constitution does not require the president to notify Congress. It requires the president to get permission from Congress. So you were hung up on this little concept of land. So they can't go by boat because they keep getting blown up. You imagine if they start flying with it.
Was that drugs by plane?
Drugs by air.
Drugs by air. Oh, air drugs.
Cloud drugs.
Cloud drugs.
Cloud drugs.
Wait, are they on the cloud?
Whoa. I was almost in a flow state from microdosing into the cloud, and you totally wrecked my flavor, man.
We should ask AWS about the cloud.
It lost that search query. It's crazy how that's like the second major crash they've had, or at least that. And I didn't realize that Signal relied on AWS. Ever since that one chick, she's got that name Moxie or She's become like the chair over there at the Signal, and what is her name? She's got a kind of funky name. I've not trusted her a day. She comes to us from the government. And you go, oh, cool. I think she comes from intelligence.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, you go, why the hell? Or somebody that used to, she either was in intelligence or her previous job involved, connecting with intelligence for another tech company. Either way, friendly relations with intelligence. You go, well, and people go, well, of course, Signal was largely financed by the CIA to get started. You go, all right, fine. We just can't have nice things. That's why I am inventing encrypted smoke signals. They'll look like smoke signals, to just the run-of-the-mill, average, everyday engine. They'll go, oh, I think the Buffalo are running. But with special glasses, you'll be able to see that it actually says, I could go for a cheeseburger. It's just that.
Because you needed to encrypt that mess.
Well, otherwise, everyone can see it. It's a looking for cloud drugs. My encrypted smoke screen signal. Anyway, okay. What the hell were we talking about?
Air drugs.
Air drugs, yes. Oh, land.
Land.
And okay, so yeah. So they blew them up by water. You imagine they can't blow up every plane? That would probably look bad. So you think probably they'll fly some drugs out of Venezuela. I'd probably stop at some other country along the way, change it into a different plane, maybe a commercial carrier, maybe one of these weird like DHL type people, or some franchise where you go, hey, shut up, here's a bag of cash.
Like a forwarder or something like that?
Something, yeah. Just get on a different plane. And that way, it's just harder to get shot out of the sky. Because I imagine if they take off over the water and fly towards the Bahamas, and right beforehand, they're just throwing in bales of, I guess cocaine? It's Venezuela. They don't...
Yeah.
I think fentanyl's a big thing. I think maybe because they're tight with China, maybe China's been like, hey, here's this fentanyl that we make. Go get them, Tiger. Because, fentanyl's super cheap. Or fentanyl. I forget now. It's like fentanyl sodium or sodium fentanyl. Anyway, the derivative that they sell that's slightly different than what's in, like if you're getting gassed before surgery, they might give you a little fentanyl, or if you're getting anesthetized, they might give you a little bit, but that's technically a little bit different than the fentanyl that's in the drugs. Anyway, super cheap, like super, super cheap. Pennies it costs. And so, you send it over to them for dollars. You made a lot of money. They send it over here for tens of dollars or whatever they sell it for. Everyone's happy until they blow up. But yeah, so I imagine you can't just like load bales of old Fenty. Those packages are big. That has to be coke or heroin or something. Like, it can't be. That'd be a lot of fentanyl. I wouldn't feel comfortable with it being packed like that. Like, just whatever you do, just as long as nothing snags it, you won't die. You go, what's that? You go, just be careful. Okay. Anyway. So yeah, if they can't go air and they can't go sea, well, they gotta go by ground, which you assume is some sort of vehicle. I have a hair tickling me somewhere. So yeah, when
I don't like that word.
When between Venezuela and America, when does the strike occur?